June Wallace, born in Hamilton, New Zealand. Been married to June almost 30 years.
I was born in Te Kaupuru, over in Little Old Day.
This is our second marriage, both of us, and we blended our family. So June had 3 children, and I had 2, and that was a great challenge. But I'm very grateful that our children are all doing well. And
So 15 beautiful
grandchildren
and 1 great-grandchild.
But I was actually diagnosed with prostate cancer in 2012, and surgery was the recommended treatment, which I agreed to, and it was almost a success. They did find some margins that they hadn't quite caught. Yeah, it seems to be spreading. It's taken to my liver, which is causing me some problems, but in my lymph nodes, yes. So I ended up having chemo, which is quite, hard on the body. Yes, the thing about dying is the sadness. I feel the sadness for my family. I'm surrounded by people that love me, and I feel for them.
He's still a young man too, and he's always felt like he had a mission in life. He loves telling the world about God, Jesus, and what he does, and he feels like that's been cut short.
Yeah.
Being cut short, I should say.
You sort of wonder what's the purpose of cutting that short, and you pray a lot and you ask God to heal you, and I'm surrounded by people praying for me, for my healing. A miracle, please. But
I just expected us to grow on to old age, be 2 holding hands walking down the street together, rather than me having to say goodbye to him. And the difficult part is that likewise, I'm not scared of him dying, but I don't like seeing him in pain. And even though, the hospice people are doing a marvellous job and keeping his pain in control, there's still that other time when it breaks through, and it's always going to keep breaking through until they can, and they'll just keep, I presume, giving him more painkillers. So that side of it's not nice.
unfair. It does seem unfair, doesn't it? Probably more to June, but
Unfair to you as well?
yeah, it does seem unfair, but why me, you see? Why me? But why anybody?
Yeah, it's that sinful world thing, isn't it? Really.
Yeah.
I mean, it was never the way that God planned it.
No, we're responsible. Mankind's responsible for that. Yeah. And nothing really is fair in the world, is it? There's a lot of unfairness in the world. So yeah, how it ends, how your life ends is pretty unfair. It seems that way anyway. I've never felt any resentment against God, but you do ask questions. You wonder what is the usefulness of me getting cancer? Wondering why he doesn't seem to be acting either way. But just that baseline of God is love, I think gets me through. Because I've established well in all of my Bible study that God is love, and everything he does is based on that. honestly, the importance of the church family to me is huge. It's a big deal. The love that I've been shown by the people that I fellowship with, absolutely amazing. Yeah, we're privileged to belong to a community that loves so much. I don't know how people go through it without the hope that we have in the resurrection, the promised resurrection. You know, Jesus said the day's coming when people in their graves are going to hear God's voice and come out. What could be more hopeful than that? Yeah.
Soon and very soon we are going to see the King. We'll be singing hallelujah, hallelujah. We're going to see the King.
I think the final end is a new world where pain, death, sickness, sorrow is all taken away. We read about that at the end of the Bible.
No more crying there. We are going to see the King. We'll be singing hallelujah, hallelujah. We're going to see the King.
I've never liked goodbyes, but yeah, the thing I'd love to leave behind, for my family particularly, is I'm trusting God that I'm going to find myself in heaven after Resurrection Day, and I would love more than anything to see them all again, all of my children and grandchildren and relatives and friends with me in heaven. And there's only one way you can find yourself in heaven, and that is give your life to Jesus. I haven't got a piece of paper that says I'm going to heaven, but I'm trusting him. He said if you believe, you have eternal life, and I believe. Yeah.
And he gives a song. Oh, the storm clouds darken the sky, o'er the heavenly tread. I just keep trusting my Lord, he will never fail. He's a faithful friend, such a faithful friend. I can count on him to the very end. Though the storm clouds darken the sky, o'er the heavenly tread, I just keep trusting my Lord.